Hey everybody, welcome back. Sorry, I was going to say that we were without power there for a second because I just launched the episode, but welcome back to Northernlion Plays. Oxygen not included. I had to run an audible, basically. I haven't been through the backlog yet, I'm sorry. Probably a lot of comments, people going, hey, do this way, do this way. You're right. Should probably do that way. It'll happen. Just have to get videos done because I'm gonna be away. Flight leaves in like 12 hours. I gotta be ready for that. So, you know, the good news is there's gonna be oxygen not included. The bad news is I haven't delved into the backlog yet because none of the episodes exist on YouTube yet. So, the good news is the early game. You know, things are working out okay right now. The bad news, of course, didn't even notice that. The bad news, of course, is that, you know, you want a good foundation, because if you build on shaky ground, it can only turn out badly for you. So we need, no really easy way to put it, we need more power. There's a couple of ways to get more power. One of them would be to generate power from a different source. Probably we could optimize our people's jobs so that they are more likely to create power. Josh is really stressed out, probably because he peed himself. That's relatively fair, honestly. There's still water up there, huh? It's not leaking from the tile, I think. I'm just not sure where it's coming from, to be honest. Why is the temperature so bad as well? It's temperate everywhere. It's a little uncomfortable down here. But apart from that, I think it's okay. Alright, you know what? It's time to probably go over the jobs menu. And I really thought that there was a better job menu for this, but that's okay. Let's start with everybody having everything off. It's annoying and daunting the first time you do it, but it's also important. So I think everybody does combat first. Everybody that can do aid should probably do aid. Everybody should probably get a massage. Maybe only Josh should cook for now. The problem is that he does have narcolepsy, but that's okay. Bear can do art. Dan can compost. And perhaps somebody else not doing anything yet can compost when necessary, like Mathis. Bear's also doing art. I think Bear and maybe Mathis can research. It seems like Mathis was doing a decent amount. Hydrofan. I have no idea. But that's up to you, Dan. Power. 5, 6, 6, 4. Bear, I mean, you're doing a lot right here because you're also on research. Dan is doing hydrofan, compost. Okay, so Dan, let's put Dan, Bear, and Josh on that. Actually, Josh should be first. So let's put Dan and Josh on that. Or rather, maybe Bear and Josh. Compost doesn't take that much time, though. Anyway, disinfect. Dan, you can do that. Mathis, you can do that. Austin's got junk, dude. What is Austin going to do? He's got to do something. All right, you're on disinfecting duty. Mathis already is researching compost. Repairing. It's a Daniel thing. Josh isn't doing much else. Let's give him a chance to do something like that. Same with maintenance. Spread it out here. Mopping. Mathis is good at it. Austin's good at it. Go nuts. Harvesting. Maybe Bear. Sweeping. Give that to Josh and Austin. Building. Construction 2, 2, 2, 1, 2. That's a Mathis Bear ability. Delivering. It's got to be done. Let's give it to Josh. Let's give it to you. Let's give it to you. And digging. It's the lowest priority task. We'll give it to everybody. All right. I'll see if this makes things go a little better. We're going to need a more permanent, probably technological solution to our power woes. But we might not need it just yet. Hello, Tomo. Hey, buddy. You doing okay? You having a good day, Tomo? Alright, so if we're gonna make more metal, or sorry, if we're gonna make more batteries, we're gonna need more metal. And I mean, there's metal here, there's metal here. We also, to be honest with you, we could probably install a switch just about here. And then all lights above this point get turned off. We want the algae deoxidizer to stay on overnight. I don't really care about these lamps either, but I'm not sure if I've constructed the network in such a way that that's going to be appropriate. But anyway, we should probably assign some goals first. Okay, so do some digging, please. Mostly for the copper. And then if we go power, switch. Turns power on or off. Does not affect circuitry preceding the switch. Requires duplicant operation. Switches do not affect buildings preceding them, but control all buildings after. Alright, so... I mean, I don't know how much ghost power these use. I'm assuming it's not very much. We probably... How do you place a switch? I guess you place it on a wall and then put a wire next to it. Like, these can be turned off, essentially. Assuming this can be reached, this can be turned off. Yeah. So, let's try this. How much? It takes 100. Oh my god. And then the downstairs can probably be turned off as well. Because we don't... I'm not going to be mad if the lights stay on overnight because it'll help the plants grow better. But I want to make sure we have enough power to keep the, you know, algae deoxidizers running. So, and then when we get automation, hopefully we can just turn these off by themselves. Yeah, Tomo, you get in your box. Ruka, you don't get to police Tomo's box, okay? Tomo can sleep there if he wants. Don't be a weird, jealous boy. He ain't heavy, man. He's your brother. Go up to speed 2, please. How did we do today? We lost 20 kilos of oxygen. Wasted almost a kilojoule of power, but it's like 2% of our power usage. It's not that bad. We gained 2,000 calories. Stress is pretty high. It's mostly Josh. Why are you so stressed out, my dude? Popped eardrums, soggy feet. Was exposed to an overpressurized area. Okay. This duplicant is dirty. It needs a shower. That's fair. We have not invented a shower yet. I'm sorry to tell you that, but we're working on it, my dude. I swear to you, we're working on it. You guys just go to bed. Go up to speed 3. We have to schedule massage time. So we should do so. We haven't built any of the switches yet. None of the switches are built yet. Okay. So we'll wait till the day rolls over. It's been a pretty good 2 weeks of in-game play so far, I think. Everybody's got their own room. We don't have any art yet, but, you know, we have massage tables. Nobody's dying of hypoxia. How did we do this? Break starts at 50. Break ends at 0. This is, like, probably for stress, I assume. Duplicates must take a break when the stress reaches 50. Maybe we don't need to worry about the fact that he's at 17. Maybe that's overly micromanaging and not as relevant. So, we definitely want to make sure... edibles are doing fine right now. Got a decent... We don't need to be speed 3 right now. You got a decent amount of metal, and that metal is going to be very useful for building these switches, which should be the next things that go up. We got so many just bottles sitting around. Maybe we might want to start throwing in some bottle emptiers. I don't know. But research is being done. And what are we researching right now? If I look at our menu that I don't know how to access. Apparently, there we go. Top right. Automatic control. That's right. We were going for automation first. Which is fine. Which is probably when we should get a signal switch instead of a regular switch, but we can always retrofit that. So it looks like, you know, to be honest, everything in the colony is running relatively well. I will say not a lot of building appears to be getting done. I would prefer if we could knock that out. But some days are honestly just gonna be the days when they're gonna throw it back to you. And I mean, by now I should have somehow realized what you had to do. It's possible that I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. We may want another duplicant. That is not the way you do that. We may want another duplicant. If we want another duplicant, we're going to want to have another room. This also has the benefit of mining the space out, I think. Assuming they can get to it. I just don't want them to leave the copper behind. So, like, if you could sweep this first, that would be good for me. I'm just trying to make sure, and I've said this probably 100 times, I'm just trying to make sure everything's sustainable right now. I wish, you know, we didn't have the spill down here. That's annoying. We got these water bottles just hanging out. Our switches are not getting built. Can you move building up in the menu? Can you go like for example, where's build? Right here. Can we go like, oh? I know you can prioritize jobs. Yeah, we can say like, hey, building the switch is a 9. And then someone will come down here and via the Clay proprietary algorithm, that switch will be built. What is this? Is it bristle? It is bristle blossom, okay. These things are taking forever to grow. That might be my own fault. Alright, so the switch, can we program, doesn't look like it. I was gonna say, maybe we could have our colonists just, I know this is not automation, but we could have our colonists automatically turn it off at 9 p.m. or something like that, or whenever the night cycle rolls over. But let's be honest, I don't really know what I'm talking about. But at least we can save some power. In fact, I'm an actual moron, because this switch should be deconstructed. And if we go to power, that is a wire bridge. Okay, we might as well put it here. Or rather, I mean, how are we gonna, anything that precedes it? Yeah, we might as well put it here. And the reason for that is very simple. We don't need this lamp to be on all night either. So if we can save like a little... But if this is connected this way, it's still gonna send the power down there, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Alright. Now you're thinking RimWorld style. You gotta connect it like that, as ridiculous as that sounds, because then it'll cut off the power here and it won't get to any of these 3 lamps, which I think is what, yeah, I think that's what we want. And then, of course, this is where you end up getting into problems, but you go, well, I mean, I just assigned this, so obviously it's a 9. It's gotta be done immediately. Again, I don't know if our research tables use any phantom power, but I'd rather nip it in the bud. We need the research to be done, and it's not really being done right now, I think. Eureka, advanced research technology has been unlocked. That's not what we want. We want automation. How close are we to automation? 3 basic units away. That's pretty fast. Probably, you know, before the end of tomorrow for sure, but maybe even faster than that. So I want, first off, install the wire bridge. Got a nice little semi-sustainable colony. One day we're gonna run out of water. I don't think we want this duplicant. I think we want to wait till the next day. I'm sorry to do this, but, you know, if it ain't broke for now, don't fix it. It's a slogan of a politician I respect. It's a slogan I think we should all live by. It's an inside reference to GeoGuessr. See, that, like, you're not actually... This wire bridge is not apparently connected to anything is the thing. So, okay, yeah, okay, we can do it like that if you'd rather. I want to, like, test this and then turn it off. You building it? You building it? Copper, yeah, okay. I want to test it and turn it off to see if it works. Again, our plants will still survive without there being a light. Okay, thank you for finishing the research so we can do automation. We get automation overlay, power shut off. Automatically turns power on or off using automation technology. Signal switch. Can be made active or standby on an automation wire bridge, automation wire. Automation, no breathing. Don't give a fudge if I cut my arms. You know, this is my last resort. Wow, okay, I can already tell this might be a little bit intense for me, but we'll get it working just a second. Let's first, on the shoulders of giants. Research, I think we want better power. Which would be internal combustion. To get coal and hydrogen. And then funnel that into real batteries. Where's coal? We got quite a lot over here. We got actually a ton over here. Not much over there. I mean, it's a large map. Don't need to worry about it too much just yet. Okay, wait. Flip the switch. Turn off. So I'm gonna go turn this. It's a priority 9. I hate to tell you. Alright, I see the problem. Nobody's gonna go turn that off. That's okay. Unrefrigerated food. Well, I mean, more than unrefrigerated food, we just got, you know, mealworms sitting down here at the bottom. But we haven't been invaded by aliens or disease yet. Josh is the only unit that's stressed out. But why? Don't understand. Maybe because he sleeps next to the hatch? The hatch is always disrupting his sleep? I don't know. There are worse reasons. Alright, so I do want to still switch this off, please. Enter is the hotkey for that. Because I just want to see if it works. Like, if you were to go... Okay, I mean, disinfecting it is nice and everything. But if you were to go flick this switch... Clearly, I've set this up improperly. It doesn't turn off anything? Is it because it comes off the side of a grid? I guess the way that we would want to do it is, we would set it up in the middle of a switch. Or in the middle of a connection. Alright, well, I mean, one thing's for sure, we don't need to have them then. So if you want to deconstruct the wire bridge... You want to deconstruct the switch. And then this one, we'll try switching this one off, but I have to imagine it's kind of the same thing, because they're connected past the switch anyway. I mean, you gotta feel for me, like, to some extent. Oh, that one works. No, I think it's a coincidence. I think it's because we had no power. Yeah, it's just because we had no power. This one does not work at all, so we will deconstruct this. I don't have a degree in electrical engineering. I don't even have a theoretical degree in physics. Let's queue up a couple of dirt loaves here. So I didn't realize you have to set it up in the circuit. I thought it would somehow insert or inject a growth halted by body temperature. Eh? You're looking green though. I don't understand. These ones are all they're making progress. Too hot? Too cold? Too yes, too no? Are you in and you're out? Alright, well let's, it's important. I would say that we, start to figure out where we're gonna do coal production. And the obvious answer is we do it like right here. I just have to think about the way that we would do it. We would want an airlock probably as well. But what I'm thinking is the coal's right here. Obviously, it's going to add like a kilo of carbon dioxide into the system. That's going to be annoying. But if we break through here, it'll just deposit it here. Maybe put a coal generator right here. The coal's all around it. Lock it in. And then I got to think about it. Because coal, what does coal produce when we create... Just want to see what the details are. Produces carbon dioxide, heat. People don't like the decor of it. But apart from that, I don't think it's that bad. So, I mean, if you'll excuse me. I don't think it's good necessarily, but if you'll excuse me, we'll try to do like a little mining operation in here. And we'll probably need to do something like that. And then we'll tile it up. But it's probably going to take us a little while to get there. Yeah, wired is... No kidding. You can just deconstruct it. It doesn't matter. So I'm not using switches right. And that's why I wanted to wait on the automation. We need some refined metal to make automation as well, apparently. Which I do not know how we do that, but I'm assuming that's deeper in the research tree somewhere. Brute force refinement. Produces sand from raw minerals. Now that I do not know. Probably research artistic expression next for decor, but actually, again, Josh is the only one stressed out. I'm not really that upset about this. What we should, here's how stupid I am. And I mean this from a place of love. I like myself, but I was just about to say, hey, you know, like, we can probably leave the lights off during the daytime because there's the sun. Yeah, where? Like a million miles away? Doesn't really make any freaking sense, does it? I'm just gonna close this up for now, because we can. Yeah, it doesn't really make much sense at all. This is, you know, you live your whole life on one planet, you're used to shorthands like that may or may not actually be valid. It's clear we're not producing enough oxygen either. And in fact, we're starting to get some deposits of unbreathable air. Up top, it's very nice, to be honest with you. We're also getting carbon dioxide that's leaking in, so I'd really like... Yeah, so we want the carbon dioxide to fall down here, basically. And then we'll box this place in. This could become our coal mine, more or less. We'll have like a little pseudo-chimney that deposits the coal right into our fresh water supply. Just as Mother Nature intended. Yeah, build... Thank you. Thank you. Alright. How big is a coal generator? Not that big. It is going to need power, so... probably... do we have pneumatic tiles yet? We don't have airflow tiles. It requires pressure management. Because we want carbon dioxide not to deposit itself. I'm actually going to... And I never do this, because it always leads to despair on my part. I'm going to dig a little deeper in here. And my idea is, what if we had our coal generator? Obviously, airflow tiles would be the dream. But what if we had our coal generator? And I almost want to open, like, Microsoft Paint to explain it. Start with me from here. We got this ladder. We'll tile this, put our generator up here, and then put a ladder on the other side. We'll have, like, two kind of channels that carbon dioxide can flow down. It's not quite the same as all the tiles being able to do it, but maybe enough of the carbon dioxide would be able to diffuse down there that it wouldn't risk infecting the rest of the base, is the idea, at least. Let's say research complete. Power regulation. No, I don't think the newest research has completed. Okay, so you mined out all that, and we'll get more coal in the future. What do we have for core right now, or for coal right now? 5.1 tons. That's like a lot for a few little miners here to have handled. So I appreciate that. Hey, if you could please deconstruct the switch, that would be ideal. Because I'm not even, you know, trying to be rude, but I've just set it up incorrectly in case that's not abundantly clear. So get that out of here. Plus, we could use the copper. Keep working on that research. Keep chewing away. How close are we? Extremely close. In fact, I'm a little disappointed you haven't chosen to just get to work on it right away, but you got pretty close. We still lost 50 kilos of oxygen, so that's not going to get better when we build the coal, generation. So I'm thinking, where are things bad for oxygen right now? Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to toss a little algae terrarium down here. Or even, actually, we should probably throw one in Josh's room. It's a much smarter decision, I think. Right now, a lot of it's just going to dissipate out, but, you know, we're going to tile it up. We're going to block this off. It's going to be a whole thing. And the algae eats CO2 as well. I don't know, maybe we could just surround the coal generator with enough CO2 to make it happen, but, or surround the coal generator with enough algae terrariums to make it happen. Matt, that's why you idle. There's research to be... Oh, Bear's doing your research for you. Well, okay, that's good. It's good that we noticed, because now you might as well be on, sweeping orders. Plenty of sweeping to do. Don't let me stop you. Get these rooms cleaned up, dude. And you know what I'm also going to do is build a storage compactor, like, right up here. Is it bad for decor? I don't think it does anything for decor. What we want is them to not have to walk so far to deposit everything, because the closest one now is down here. So it's going to take them a little while. It's going to be inefficient. Inefficiency is okay right now, but it probably won't be forever. There is also, you know, some hydrogen gas. In fact, it looks like quite a lot of hydrogen gas. So we can make a hydrogen generator. It's just a little bit more volatile, at least in the short term. So I think we're going to go with a coal generator. And, again, It's probably the sort of thing where you should get it all planned out before you really build it. So I do want the coal generator there. For right now, I'm going to build tile underneath it because our duplicants are going to be walking on it. Going to build a ladder downwards. Yeah, that's what I meant to do. Very nice sound. We're going to dig out like a sort of chimney-like area. This isn't going to work for very long. Because, you know, the CO2 is going to, like, collect down here. But it might buy us a little time before it gets too bad. The thing is, we're not going to be able to run the coal generator forever. So we don't have infinite coal. We got quite a lot. We don't have infinite coal. Alright, if I was a smart guy, how would I do this? Probably like... There's no ceiling tiles, so my brain is like, what do you do? Ah, but the door is pneumatic. That's right. We don't have airlocks yet. So airlocks are pressure management. We still want a door, but it will allow gas through. So it might... Yeah, this could be a terrible decision, basically. So, I mean, it's the thing, is my own ambition is undoing me here. It's like, hey, everything's good with our greenhouse. What should we do? Have you considered making a big fire to generate your power? Could be a bad decision. The other thing is, you know, once we... And in fact, we should tile this up as well, but... Once we get this all tiled up, we can run wires across it. And that's going to be good for our power. But the other thing that I was going to mention is that we might as well get real batteries and hook this up to a second part of the grid. And I think we actually would like to have another storage compactor here. We made... I don't like doing this because it looks a little ugly, but for simplicity's sake, maybe we could build a ladder right here. And then you can dig across, and we can tile down here, and we can continue to mine over here, and there's the vacuum of space, which we probably don't want to expose ourselves to too much, but that's okay. Making these tiles, again, is going to make the... It's a lot easier for us to wire everything up here. Just try to ignore the fact that there's that hatch there, and don't fall down because you will be eaten. And that would be bad for business. Still looks like we're going to be using about 50 kilos of oxygen a day. Josh is no longer stressed out. Great news. You're starting to see why we need this power. You know, it's really a good metaphor for mankind. Everything's going... Well, no, it's not. I say everything's going okay. We're, you know, probably in the caveman days, we're getting eaten by saber-toothed tigers. We go, hey, wouldn't it be nice if we weren't getting eaten by saber-toothed tigers? Well, here, we invented fire. Oh, but, you know, fire, if we fall into it, it burns us. Well, that's... Okay, and I don't know where I'm going with this at this point. Doesn't matter. I'm just saying, the metaphor is that our own ambition is our undoing. Sure, we got minor creature discomforts. You know, we say, oh, I don't like the fact that there's no lamp in here. Everything's dark. So I'm okay, fine, I'll build lamps. Oh, now we need more power to power the lamps. Okay, well, I'll build a generator and battery. Oh, but then we gotta run all day. Okay, so fine, I'll build this freaking coal generator over here. Oh, now we can't breathe because of the smoke and we're all gonna die. Wonderful. But look at how cheap the t-shirts are. All their friends turned up their nose because they had a problem with his baggy clothes. Avril Lavigne was right, dude. So, I think probably our next duplicate will take him up on the offer. Because we need more labor. And I shouldn't villainize growth and progress too much. Because it is good. Man, it's taken forever. Look at the unoptimized walking around. They do like 2 dig operations. Takes them 20 years. And they just run all the way back. Even though there's sandstone right here they could be using to build. They're like, that's not in my job description, so I'm not going to do it. I wish you would. I wish you would. That's okay. You know, you got sandstone. I appreciate it. Dude, this is like a very easy... I don't do this very often, but I would like to say that everything I play on the channel I like a lot. And That's why, you know, even Let's Look Ats, I vet them in advance to make sure it's entertaining. Because I've done some Let's Look At, like, research streams, and I play the game, and I'm like, this is trash. It's not even worth putting on YouTube. Not to insult the developers, but it's just not quality entertainment in, like, the state that it's in. So, it is, in a way, it's a recommendation for Oxygen Not Included, just that it even exists in videos on the channel. But this is really, like, a great time sink. Mathis, what's wrong with your immune system, buddy? I love how it says nice bathroom. It's literally like there's poop on the ground. Anyway. Normally I would stop the episode at this point, but I kind of want our plan to get put into fruition. Like, are you delivering sandstone? What are you doing there? Eating muckroot? You just eating some stuff you found on the ground? Well, as long as you're not stressed out, I guess I'm happy with that. And we're looking at oxygen. It is one of those things, you know, you definitely want to solve it before it becomes a serious problem, but everything's still pretty breathable. You will notice that, you know, in normal life, rarely do you find yourself saying, oh, you know, that's pretty breathable. I would be concerned if somebody told me the air around here was pretty breathable. So I'm going to put down another... It is bad for decor in a radius of 2 tiles, but I'm going to throw one down here anyway. We shouldn't be putting terrariums in the bedrooms, but we have to in order to... The thing is, sure, oxygen is going to rise over a lot of gases, but if it's concentrated enough up here, then it'll deposit here and here and here. You know, you get the idea. It just has a priority to go up there first. So yeah, okay, at least this gets built. This has also been built. I'm glad to hear that. If we wanted to be smart, we would probably make sure that these were a little bit more micromanaged in terms of the resources that they had. I'm aware it's an invalid building location. I was kind of hoping tiles would get constructed on the regular, but, you know, more power to you. And our research has been done. This is actually so good, because we can cancel this build. Get out of here, you stinky door. And instead, we can put a manual airlock here. And actually, yeah, so this guy got sandstone, and now he's going to town. This guy, I mean Bear, who's also Dustin from Stranger Things, and also my son. We can then put airflow tiles instead of these tiles right here. So maybe, in a way, it's kind of a blessing. And then we would probably, and we could have done this before, but a little more sensible now. Can dig that out. We got like a pretty nice kind of chimney there, and the stuff's going to diffuse out pretty quickly, I think. So I don't even need the generator to be done. I would just like for the room to roughly look like it should look. It's supposed to look. And then I'll be a little bit... Like, I think the problem is, if you just start this up, and you go, hey, I'm going to turn on the generator, and then we'll see what happens. That's where you run into problems. What I'm going to do instead is get everything set up the way I want it set up, and then when we turn on the generator, if there's problems, we go, oh, my brain is stupid, that's the problem. You're so close to, like, this being the way I... In fact, like, if you just got the airflow tiles installed. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. And the pneumatic airlock would be nice as well. Those are the big ones. The airflow tiles, there are problems. They are a little bit slow on the installation. We might as well select a research task. This is probably why so much building's being done. Actually, you know what? Yeah. We'll hold up here. It's just a pleasant game to watch. Until your, you know, teammates start to be eaten by aliens. But until then, it's a very positive time. Stress is good. Mathis is stressed out because I haven't researched something in 8 minutes! Please, just finish before bedtime. Let's go! Airflow tiles are done. I don't really want you to go down here because you are going to get attacked by an alien. Are you building the generator? Oh, nice. That was unexpected. You know what? I don't need you yet. I know I probably should. I don't need you yet. What expansion is the worst thing that you can do, at least if you expand too fast. Alright, so, you know, things are being built here. Let's research. I think we should research whatever gives us access to refrigeration, which I'm assuming is meal prep. No? Sanitation? We need sanitation anyway. Because we want to have an actual shower room. Nobody's gotten sick yet, but at some point it'll probably happen. And research has now stopped forever. Sorry, construction has now stopped forever. But still, unless you're going up to water the coal generator, I think that I'm probably going to call the episode here. Well, let's see how this goes. Are you digging or are you building? You're building. Okay, I appreciate that. You are going to go to sleep in, like, mere seconds. And that's where we're going to end the episode one way or the other. Yeah, that's fine. I can live with it. Thank you for getting out of here before things got real bad. Hey! Things are still going okay so far. If you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Check the game out for yourself on Steam. It's dang good. Teach me how to use automation. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.